All right, man. Let's talk about I lost my train of thought for a minute. Um let's talk about Shawn Porter saying that Bud is still the number one welterweight. And also I believe he went on to say, somebody told me this. So he went on to say that dogs doing shit. That Bud is gonna be very stubborn in negotiations, and I'm gonna talk about what's. I'm gonna give y'all an update later today. I don't plan on doing the live today, so I'm still gonna give y'all some good content. I have some news break, um, then shit. I do just do a live. If not, I don't anticipate no news breaking today. No, y'all don't care about Fury and Dillian White until the actual after the fight. So I'm not even gonna even waste my breath speaking on that unless something happens. So you know. But said Shawn Porter rates Crawford over Spence as the number one welterweight. Now people gonna say, well, he also said that Ugas had a chance. Ugas was a tougher fighter than him than Errol Spence, and look what Errol Spence did to Ugas. But you got to look at it too. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. So, this is Terence Crawford is a better fighter than Errol Spence ahead of their undisputed class. Later this year, Earl holds 3 titles. Okay, that's their opinion. So he said on the Last Stand podcast, quote, the best welterweight right now is Terence Crawford, said Shawn Porter to Last Stand podcast, quote, there were a number of things that I saw, felt since the whole nine. He was just a little bit better than anybody I've been in the ring with. All right. I got a feeling that Earl will confirm this. I think coming into the ring, Earl was prepared to beat me at my game. Terence was prepared to beat me at his game mentally. There's a difference. He said, I think Earl did it again, he'd do it a little bit differently. The outcome might even be the same. But I think he'd be at least trying to do it a little bit differently. Get in the ring with Terence Crawford again, he'll do it exactly the way he did it. That's the difference between the two. If anything, Earl has learned from that. The team who absolutely said Porter when asked if Crawford versus Spence would be an explosive fight. Terence versus Errol Spence would be an explosion, I guarantee it, because we're going back to the mentality. Quote, Earl looks like a commander in chief, likes to control the ring, likes to do what he wants to do against me. He chose to try to beat me at my own game. Quote, Terence, I'm coming into the ring. This is what I'm going to do. Stop me. You got two guys saying stop me, and you can't beat that, especially when you have speed and movement and power. All the intangibles that it takes to be a boxer, both sides of the ring can do. Both sides of the ring can do it, and you don't get that very often, said Porter. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he said what he said. Okay, and like I said, he went on whatever. Somebody posted me the information. I never got it. He said something else, whatever I said in the beginning. Um, but that's his opinion. Number ones get knocked off all the time. You see the NCAA tournament, you see number one seeds get knocked out in the NBA playoffs. You see it in the NFL playoffs. So just because you rated number one, don't mean you the best. On any given night, y'all gotta understand you could be off your game, especially with these dudes only fighting once or twice a year. All it takes is an injury. All it takes is a bad night. Think about it. You supposed to have a 10 to 6 week training camp, right? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to peak on Saturday night every time. That's impossible. It's impossible to have your best performance on Saturday night. Oh yeah, he said that Bud gonna be stubborn in negotiation. So I mean, what else do we know? I'm gonna talk about that later. Give y'all a little update from what I heard. But that don't mean nothing that he rate him number one. You know what I'm saying? That means absolutely nothing. People gonna say, "Oh, Shawn just hating." And how can't you see this? See Earl Spence fans just see it one way. And a lot of times they created Bud Crawford fans by being so much of dick riders. They created that. They created Bud Crawford fans. People don't like when you just slobbing all over somebody all day, all night. People don't like that. You creating Bud Crawford fans by how they acting. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said before, I expect nothing else from Dallas from moving forward. I see why the Cowboy fans are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers act like they ain't never had shit in Dallas, bro. Like they ain't just won a championship versus Miami not like 10, 12 years ago. They just, you know, the ones that we see. I'm not talking about all people in Dallas, but the ones going crazy over the Cowboys and going crazy over Earl and all that. Like, bro, like, man, you know, then it's a nice section of them, probably all of them that they got in there and they got mad at how Mexicans were supporting and whites were supporting, you know, or how they would support Pacquiao, whoever, you know, Philippines and stuff. See, I was around on YouTube then. You know, when they was calling us, you know, all this type of words and flow mode with code for nigga. Now the LDBC is the new code for nigga, and then with the one with the ER on there. I was around for that. And then these very same dudes turn around, right, and create a community doing the same thing. Like, bro, I can't stand hypocrisy, bro. Real talk. Like I said, it's always exceptions for the rule. I can't stand hypocrisy. But they gonna be, oh, Shawn hating, and Shawn don't know nothing about boxing, and Shawn should get back in the ring, and Shawn should be Shawn opinion. He been in the ring with both of them. Have you been in the ring with one of them? No. And like I said before, number ones are made to be knocked off. They are made to be knocked off. So that's just something that, you know, it take it for a grain of salt. You know, and just because Errol Spence don't appear that he want to fight or at a point in time that he didn't want to fight, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. Because they said the same thing about Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia got in there and whooped Matisse. So that literally don't mean nothing. You know, so do I believe Terence Crawford number one welterweight? Yeah, Buddy McGurk said before he moved up, they was like, well, Buddy McGurk, he hasn't fought. He said he's the best. You know, but that don't mean nothing. He can have a bad night. And the way Errol Spence was punching absolutely can hurt Terence Crawford. That's common fucking sense. And the way Crawford punching at welterweight, or he been punching throughout his whole career, yeah, he can hurt Errol Spence. You know, people say, well, Errol's a better inside fighter. I don't believe that. I don't understand what inside fighting is. Versus Shawn Porter, he has zero inside game, man. People, he don't have no inside. He's a really good fighter that comes forward. He pressures. There's a difference between being pressured and being on the inside. Being on the inside is getting in there, holding other dude hand, beating the dude up in the inside, turning him. You know what I'm saying? He's not a great inside fighter. He has no inside game for what I've seen. Fighting Shawn Porter, Shawn turning him off the ropes. He's standing straight up fighting. He not even, he not even making himself a small target. He got a better, him and Crawford got a better chance matching up on the outside. They got a bet. He remind me of Kovalev. I'm telling y'all, he remind me of a black Kovalev. He real talk, he's closer to beating Bud on the outside, to be honest. That's his range, outside in the middle range. You know, and the thing about him being in that mid range, it ain't like he do nothing special. He just throw a lot of punches. He just overwhelm people. When you fight counter punches, and Ugas showed that. Ugas touched him with a lot of good shots. You know, he hit him with a lot of good shots. You know, and Ugas just never followed up. He just didn't have the legs, or whatever you want to say. Ugas hit him with a lot of good shots. So I like Earl on the outside, in the middle, a lot better. I like Crawford on the inside, you know, when they fight each other. On the outside, it ain't gonna be easy for Crawford, no matter what reach or whatever. It's not gonna be easy for Crawford to win on the outside. I think Crawford, it's gonna take some time. You seen with Kell Brook, it took some time for him to figure Kell Brook out, and then bam, he figured him out. Errol Spence just one of them dudes that he like, what Gucci Man say? I don't adjust, nigga. I just keep hustling. That's kind of like Errol Spence. He gonna just keep doing what he doing until it work, and Crawford gonna make adjustments. And like I said before, sometimes You know, you don't need many styles to beat many guys or everybody. Sometimes you just need one style. So having multi-styles can be a little bit overrated. But I like Earl chances on the outside and in the pocket better. Not saying Crawford not a better outside fighter, pocket fighter, but I just like his chances better. I think Crawford on the inside, man, if Crawford able to get on the inside, he gonna see how strong he really is. And Crawford is a better inside fighter. People just be saying shit. That's why I use my own eyes. I learned that over time. I use my own eyes. But I think Spence is a lot better on the outside. I think it's more close to even on the outside than it is on the inside. Or in the pocket. I think it's almost close to even. You know? But Crawford does capitalize on people's mistakes. And like I said, a lot of people just like to favor the bells and the whistles and the 23-inch rims and all that. Sometimes, man, you just need a tough, rugged alloy rim, metal rim to get the job done. So, like I said before, number ones are meant to be knocked off. And just because you got more belts don't mean you better than nobody. Come on. So that don't mean that you better than nobody neither. Especially in today's boxing. When it was one or two belts, then yeah. But hey, that is what it is, man. Shawn Porter got his opinion. He's been in the ring. Guess what? Shawn Porter can be definitely wrong. Styles make fights. Shawn Porter is a different fighter. You're not going to be able to mimic that style. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notification, increase your chance and notification. Go live and drop a video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. And yeah, my Cash App was down, man. So next live stream, just remind me. I'm gonna shout all y'all out. But shout out to everybody yesterday. Anthony, appreciate it. BJ Slugs, appreciate it, bro. Brandon, appreciate it. JB, I think that's J8, appreciate you, bro. So appreciate everybody that sent cash apps, man. I appreciate it, man. Much love, man. So, but if you want to find me everywhere from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, it's the first link when you hit the description. It is my link tree. Link tree take you to everything, everywhere. Twitter, it's in my Twitter bio, Instagram bios, and the link in the description. Find me everywhere there. Appreciate the love, support. Peace. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Best place to donate, hit the bell icon button, increase your chance to get notifications. Appreciate it. Check out the Welterweight